The finish line to another work week is in sight, so let's bring it on home with a Friday edition of Autoweek TV. Stick around, West Coast editor Mark Vaughn will give us a closer look at the Lamborghini Aventador in just a couple of minutes. But first, here's what's going on in the auto world. Honda has given us a good look at the CR-V concept, which previews the redesign for the crossover. Honda plans to unveil the redesigned 2012 CR-V at the Los Angeles Auto Show in November and says the car will go on sale by the end of this year. The new CR-V will weigh less than the current model and get a more fuel-efficient engine. The interior was redesigned to create more space for passengers and cargo. Given Honda's history of concept cars, virtually all of what you see here is what Honda dealers will get. Former Formula One driver Jean Alesi is climbing back into the cockpit for the 2012 Indianapolis 500, driving for Lotus. Alesi, who has no competitive oval track experience, said, "I'm thrilled that Lotus has given me the opportunity to compete in such a world-famous race." Alesi, who is 47, competed in Formula One from 1987 to 2001. He drove in the first two U.S. Grand Prix races at the Speedway. Okay, nothing ruins car joy like a door ding. Now, Ford is offering Focus buyers in Europe a way to take the sting out of the parking lot, a retractable door edge protector. The spring-loaded protector is mounted on the back of each door, and when a door is opened, the rubber protector flips into position and covers the door edge. When the door is closed, a cable retracts the cover. Ford officials in the United States say they have no plans right now to offer the door protector here, but they will watch to see how popular it is in Europe and might change their minds later. Let's head into the weekend with a closer look at a dream car for many of us, the Lamborghini Aventador. Here's Mark Vaughn.
The Aventador is the first full carbon fiber chassis ever used on a production car. Granted, production here will probably mean only about 4,000 units. Still, this car is significant for more than just being outrageously cool. So, here's what happened. I parked my Aventador in a bad neighborhood and I came out and look, they stripped it off. But it does allow us a chance to look at some of the really cool technology here. Look at this. This is push rod suspension. So it's inboard mounted push rods, and that allows you to keep the nose down really, really low, and you don't have to have those bumps on the hood to allow the shock towers to stick up. If you look really closely, little known fact that nobody wants you to know, you could theoretically adjust those, but don't tell anybody because they are set perfect from the factory. Now this, as you can see here, extruded aluminum, which is very lightweight, very strong, and it's bolted to the carbon fiber tub. The carbon fiber body helps cut curb weight by about 160 pounds compared to the old Murcielago. It's a car that invokes passion. Crazy passion.
I love you!
See? It's pathetic. Lamborghinis have always been more than anything about passion. If you look closely, you'll notice there are 3 different weaves of carbon fiber on here. It's not just one. You have the stuff up here, which is your pre-preg, the stuff you might be familiar with, and inside is a whole different kind of weave that you see in there. And then on the outside, once you step over the seal here, you have the 3rd kind of braided carbon fiber. So all 3 of them come together and make this really, really strong tub. And an interesting thing that we just learned is that this carbon fiber is actually designed to handle little pebbles hitting it without really screwing it up. I didn't understand how that was possible. Now, if we come back here, you will see also this. Mamma mia, look at that engine. That thing is big and heavy and hot. And because of the heat, that's why you don't have carbon fiber all over the place. You could make carbon fiber that works in really high temperatures, but you couldn't do it as well as you could with aluminum extrusions here, and the cross bracing here is steel. This is one of the few pieces of steel that you have. This, of course, is the V12 Lamborghini. Molto bene, molto bene. The fact that the Aventador breaks new ground with new technology is cool, but the outrageousness of the shape and the promise of the performance it holds inside are the things that have always drawn us to Lamborghinis.
Thanks, Mark. It's a day early, but here's a birthday wish to Team Penske IndyCar driver Ryan Briscoe. He rolls over 30 on the odometer on Saturday. Have a wild weekend and keep up with all the racing action at Autoweek.com. And remember, enjoy the drive.
Thanks for watching today's edition of Autoweek TV. Be sure to catch all the latest car enthusiast news on Autoweek.com, in Autoweek magazine, and in Autoweek's iPad edition.